Hello and welcome back. Oh, I'm not even party chat. Hold up, guys, because I don't want to disturb the drivers. Forgot about that. Sorry, guys, if you can hear me in game. Alright, my volume's working as well because I just heard myself. But yep, welcome back to IRS. We are back live for that. What? Can anyone see that on my screen? Did anyone just see that? Them guys at the top of my screen floating up in the air. Can you see that? Or am I just bugging? Look where it says free Matteo's Monster, and you can see that guy's just hopping up and down on the screen. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? But yeah, welcome back to IRS. We're back live with Tier 2. It's round 4, Austria. 18-minute qualifying session is underway. We're just getting the telemetry up and the data. A few guys out on track already. 2 different pole sitters in 3 rounds. Can we make it the 3rd out of 4? 3 different race winners in 3 rounds. So let's hope this race is interesting today. Who's going to be the first person to set a lap then? We've got a few new guys here as well racing today. Who's out on track? It is Sargent with the first person. No, it's not, because he's invalidated into the last corner by looks of things, into the last couple of corners, so this lap will not be valid. I think IRS LB44 will be the first driver to try and put a decent lap in as he comes down the first straight with the DRS wide open into this hard braking right hander. A few cars ahead of him. Makes a bit of a hash of the first corner there. Looking for a good qualifying session is IRS LB44. Always been a good starter in the race, but his qualifying has not been the best. He's got a Haas just ahead of him of Matteo's Monster, one of the new drivers. Hopefully ducks out the way if IRS LB44 catches up, which he does. Into the last couple of corners we go then. 2 corners that are pretty hard for drivers to keep it within the track limits. IRS LB44 making it look pretty easy there as he crosses the line for the first lap, which will be a 106.8 Outlaw. Going a lot quicker than that, 2.3 seconds faster. Rampant Gamer, only 2 tenths down, followed with Brannan. Gregor got a 25 thousandths of a second quicker than Outlaw there. One of the race winners so far this season. Him and Outlaw, along with Brannan, the 3 race winners of Tier 2 this season. Captain Frazzle on the mediums for 106.1. Pretty decent lap on the mediums. Parseval 104.7. Nick Broom 105.4. Elmo a bit down at the moment on 111.6. Possibly a warm-up lap. How's his teammate getting on? Matteo's Monster. Debut for him. Kentrum putting in a lap there, 106.3. In the Ferrari. Rennie 105.7, P7 for him. Here comes the Haas driver, 107.3. How's Elmer going to get on? Look pretty fast in time trial. Can he hook it all together in qualifying? Ooh, nearly runs wide, but manages to keep it within track limits. It's a 104.6. Or his P3. Good lap time there. Captain Frazzle 105.8 on the mediums there, so he's got a lot of time to show there. He jumps onto the softs. We've got Kaki in a Red Bull. Him and RC last week in Spain showed some good debut performances. Weather's going to be sunny apparently, according to Mr. Echo. Not sure who that is on track, but that's his Twitch name. Here comes Kaki then into the penultimate corner. Down the hill into the final corner. He's going to cross the line, and it will be A 106.7 puts himself P12. I think we're going to see a low 104 for pole position. Possibly might see a higher 103, maybe 103.8, 103.9. Like he's already 6 tenths up on the second lap. Must have been a warm-up lap for him as well. How about Sargent? He hasn't invalidated this time. 16.1 into sector 1. Already got 2 pole positions this season as Sargent in the Alpine. Can he make it through? How's Kaki getting on? He's 1.5 seconds up. A big improvement this time. Oh, has a bit of a moment on the curb. Manages to save it. Into the final corner. Where's he going to put himself? So 104.7 P6. Good lap time there. Maybe a bit more time into the last couple of corners. How's Sargent getting on? Into the pits. Validation for him. Currently P17. How's Super Skills getting on? P15. No time set on the mediums. Into the final corner. In the kick Sauber. Crosses the line. And it is a 106.8 P13. We got Mercedes Scuderia. Invalidates as well into the last couple of corners, so it won't be able to go again this time round. Captain Frazzle still improving here on the mediums, which is interesting to see because the softs will be at least a second, so he might be a contender here for pole position at the moment. Gregor and Outlaw back out on track on their out laps. Let's stick with Captain Frazzle though, as who's that off track? Remy. 17 thousandths of a second. If it's sector 2 time, Captain Frazzle. Into the final sector we go. And dives into the pits, which I'm presuming he's going to be changing onto a brand new set of soft tyres. Anyone out there setting decent lap times? RC in the Red Bull, currently P18, no time set. Teammate sitting at P6 with a 104.7. Looked very close to each other last time round in qualifying. RC's going to cross the line though with a 107.0 after not using any ERS, so I'm sure that was a warm-up lap as well. 2 Red Bulls both going for a warm-up lap each. Let's see what RC's sector 1 time is like. And it's 8 tenths up, so yeah, definitely the Red Bulls opting for a warm-up lap. It's already a 106.2 for RC if he goes carrying on with this lap. I'm sure there'll be improvements around the rest of it. Let's have a look at this sector 2. 2 seconds up. So that'll be a 105.0. I'm sure he can find a lot of time now into these last couple of corners to put himself inside that top 8. Crosses the line and it's going to be a 104.8 P8 exactly. Right, Sargent. 3rd time lucky. Can he get a lap on the board this time round? 44.9. His best so far in sector 2. Kentrum with an improvement there, up to a 105.3 P9. Jumps ahead of Nick Broom. Sargent into the final quarter. That's a 104.6 goes P5. And that is very close between the top 5 at the moment. Just over a tenth. 2 tenths between the top 8. Very close qualifying so far. How's Grego getting on? Trying to get a bit of slipstream from the Red Bull there. Improving at the moment. How much of an improvement is it going to be? Oh, he's lost a bit of time. 14 thousandths of a second down on his time. Elmo, 10th up into sector 1. Locking up into the right hander there. And he's backed off. He's got a car ahead behind him. Are they on a lap? I'm not too sure. No, it's Passover. He's on the out lap. Ooh, Kaki off the track there. Running wide, out the exit. Off turn 3. Matthews Monster, P14, does a 106.0. You've got Euro, I don't know how you say that, Euro, oh where's he gone? Who was that just improved? Mercedes Scuderia, 105.5 into 13th position. Euros Cuturillo. If I'm saying that wrong, you can grab me in the chat after. How's Nick getting on? P11 at the moment. Brannan up to P3 with a 104.6 flat. 29 thousandths of a second between the top 3. That is super close. 28 thousandths of a second between the top 3. That is very, very close indeed. Here comes Nick into the front. Elmo takes provisional pole position for 104.5. 1, 2. Passover with the exact same time as Outlaw there. Both on a 104.596. This is a super close qualifying. This is entertaining for sure. IRS LP44. Coming up the hill into the sector 1 checkpoint. Just under 2 tenths down on his best so far. Struggling to get the exit. Lighting up the rear tyres. What's Outlaw doing? Is he improving? Let's jump on board with him. Yes, he is. Just over half a tenth up on his time. Personal best through sector 2. Can he get himself onto pole position? We're about to find out. Crosses the line. It's a 104.550. What about RC? He's diving into the pit lane. Ooh, has a big moment there on the curb as well. Good save. Super skills. What happened to Captain Frazzle? Still in the pits. He had to come out on the softs and do a decent lap. Interesting to see where he goes. On board with super skills though. His teammate currently sitting P2. He's going to cross the line. 106.1. Only jumps up 1 position into P16. As most of the drivers are still in the pit lane, possibly waiting for their last lap. Elmo into the pits. Outlaw's really gone again. No, he's not. He's out of fuel. Kaki, how's Kaki getting on in validation? Let's jump on board with the RB. Bit of a moment there on the curve. Currently P18 with no decent lap time on the board, a 131. Already representative of what he can do, I'm sure. Let's see where he can put his RB. Remy, his teammate, currently in P12. There we go, 17 seconds up on his time. Where's he going to slot himself into? I thought we was going to see someone into the 103s, but I guess not. Remy's out, I don't know how. Here comes the RB, puts a lap time of a 106.7. No improvements, as his teammate has weirdly DNF'd on the straight. I'm not sure how. Kenterum invalidated his lap. There's a McLaren there. Who was that? Nick trying to get a slipstream down the main straight. Ooh, slides out of turn 1 there. Up the hill once more. Just over a tenth down on his time. If I was him, I'd back off and go again. Unless he can find a 10th throughout the rest of the lap, but yeah, if I was him, I'd back off and go again. Try to save the IRS for another lap. As Gregor does a 104.3 in the Ferrari. Finally splitting that gap up the top to 2 tenths now. Can anyone else find some time? Rampant Gamer. Oh, that RB, I'm not sure what he was doing there. It was getting in the way of Rampant Gamer there. Not sure if it cost him any time, and he invalidates his lap. And that's going to be his qualifying over, but yeah, that RB, what was he doing there? Got to be aware of the surroundings and who's behind you on flying laps. As this is a short lap, so a lot of people will be doing different things during qualifying. Some people towards the end will be starting their lap, some people will be finishing their lap. As IRS LB44 is just ahead of Super Skills. He comes flying up the hill with a nice bit of slipstream from the McLaren. Captain Frazzles, or Frazzle I should say. He's only 2 tenths up on his lap. I thought he was going to be a much better improvement, but he's got his IRS turned off and he's still 2 tenths up actually, so that's me talking rubbish. Elmo over 104.2. Provisional pole position for now. Gregor and Outlaw are finished. Captain Frazzles, I think, could be up for pole position here, you know. As a lot of drivers now finishing their laps. Running crosses the line, no improvement with him. Parsabal, no improvement there. Sargent's gone up to P7. Coming around the penultimate corner now into the final corner for the last time in qualifying. Where can he put this Alpine? Can he get it into the top 5? Yes, he can. Goes P3. RC's into the pits. Kaki doesn't look like he's improving either. Mercedes Scuderia. He's 7.5 tenths up. He's got a Haas just ahead of him. Where can he put this Williams? Can he get himself up into the top 10, top 5? Goes P9. Good performance there. As Rampant Gamer, P7. Where was Captain Frazzle? Didn't improve. Did not improve. So there we go. Elmo of the Void takes pole position here in round 4 for the second time this season. So Sargent in round 1 Australia, Bahrain round 2 Elmo of the Void, round 3 Spain Sargent, and then again round 4 Austria Elmo of the Void. Very good qualifying session there. Whoever impeded me, them absolute joke. The RB in the last. One of the new drivers, 2 of the new drivers actually, but there's your classification. 25 thousandths of a second between Elmo and Gregor. Let's just scroll down and get that classification so we can do the graphics after. Who's the best of the debutants? Rampant Gamer, P7. Mercedes Scuderia, not too far behind as well. Here we go then. I'll be back in about 30 seconds while they all sort their tyres out, their fuel. Alright, here we go then. A formation lap, led away by Elmo of the Void. Everyone on mediums except Brannan and Nick on the hards, and Remy going for the softs. So Remy's definitely doing a two-stop. I think we get. Don't think you can get softs very far around Austria. Best choice of strategy though is the one stop. The mediums to around lap 14, 16. Onto the hards for the rest of the race. Hards till probably a lap 20 maybe. 18 if you want to undercut. And then the mediums for the rest of the race. One. About this track is the hard tyres run a very long way. In tier 1 I was on 31 lap old hards. There we go then. Elmo onto the main straight, ready to line up in P1, followed by Gregor and Sargent. Let's hope we have a clean turn 1. Last week in Spain there was a bit of an incident straight away off the start line. Let's hope it's a lot better this time round. As the field is quite spread out here, coming up onto this formation lap. Nick looks quite far back compared to everyone else. From the top 10 and top 11 as we wait for IRS LB44 and the RB to line up. There we go. Oh, why have we got a crap view again? Last week we had the same view. Here we go then. Ready to get round 4 underway. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here in Austria. And away we go. Elmo with a decent start. So is Gregor, he's pulled alongside him already. Who's that around the outside? Is that Parseval with a great start there? I think there's a bit of an incident back there as well. I think it managed to sort itself out. Got no one spun round, but what a start from Parseval there. He's side by side with Outlaw, and he's out of the race because Outlaw has sort of closed him up there. And that is a virtual safety car, and I think Outlaw will be at fault for that one. We've got a 10-second penalty for super skills there for a severe collision with Nick. IRS LB44 is up 5 positions again on the start. Always a great starter here. But good start from Gregor. Great start from Parseval, who's had his race absolutely ruined by Outlaw there, moving over into the braking zone up into turn 2. Unfortunate for Parseval there, really unfortunate for him. As the virtual safety car is now over, and Gregor will lead the way from Elmo. We've got a few overtakes going down the bottom. We've got RC into the pits and Super Skills into the pits with wing damage for RC. We've got Sargent having a look at Brannan. Rampant up the inside of Elmo there. Good move from Rampant up into P2. Sargent couldn't quite make it work. He's got Kaki alongside him nearly. We've got Outlaw having a look at IRS LB44, not quite close enough. Who's up to P9 now. IRS LB44 is one of the best race starters I've ever seen in my life. Doesn't matter if he's in tier 2. He's always gaining positions. Unlike Lando Norris in the McLaren, IRS LB44 is quite the opposite of that. As the top 6 are 2 seconds away from the rest of the field. Not sure why there's been such a big field spread there. As Mercedes Scuderia's into the pits. Rampant in the new fastest lap. Elmo was having a look there. Couldn't quite get close enough. He's got the DRS now, so does Rampant. To the outside he goes on the Mercedes. But he's going to have to brake early. And Rampant's missed his braking, and that is taken out Greg. And there's a bit of a... Oh, there's a bit of a few incidents there that happened. Couldn't quite tell who that was behind, but someone got wing damage. Possibly Sargent. Yeah, Sargent got wing damage through that. Nearly spins as well, light up the rear tyres. Defending Kaki. Grego's still somehow in the lead after all that. The two RBs battling out down the bottom. Super Skills only leaving the pits now. What's happened to him? Serving his 10 seconds, that's why. Sargent's staying out. With that broken front wing. Top 3 having a nice little battle here. Sargent trying to stick with him. We've got the two McLarens having a little battle there as well. Here comes Kaki trying to make a move on Sargent. Up the inside he goes. And he get the better exit. Not quite. Rampant not too far behind as well. Already draining his DRS. Oh, who was that? I swear I just see someone spin around. Kaki touching the Mercedes, who's also got wing damage. Rampant with wing damage as well, but still makes the move around the outside. So Sargent and Rampant are 4th and 5th with broken front wings and still showing good pace here as Nick Broom gets past his teammate of IRS LB44. No, they don't, they're side by side. Who's going to be the bravest? And that was Nick there, slotting ahead of his teammate as Elmo is side by side with Greg into turn 1. Sargent running off the track, and that's Sargent out of the race, and that is a safety car. Oh, everyone watch out. Don't drive into the Alpine. Not the cleanest of starts here in Tier 2. Already on lap 5 though. Brannan with a 10-second time penalty. That's going to cost him big time. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of people into the pits now though. But Sargent and Parseval both out of this race by lap 5. Is that wing damage for Brannan as well? Can't quite tell. Yes it is. So a lot of front wings here are being broken. A lot of people missing their braking zones or a lot of collisions. Elmo with a 3-second time penalty already, lap 5. He will struggle for the rest of the race as Brannan comes into the pits along with Kaki, Kenterum. Anyone else? I think that's an RB of Remy into the pits as well. All onto the hard tyres there. What does Remy do? possibly onto the mediums. Onto another set of softs. Oh, he's on hards. I swear that was red, but yeah, onto a set of hard tyres there for Remy. Brandon got rid of his 10 seconds there actually, so not too bad. Saved himself a little bit of time under the safety car. Super Skills has been lapped as well. Oh, that's unfortunate for him. His race could be over already. There's not really room for drivers to run off the tracker and let him past either. As we wait for the safety car to sort itself out. I'm surprised a lot more people didn't box onto a new set of hardware to try going for the rest of the race. It would have worked. Two McLarens are up to 6th and 7th. 6 and 10 positions. Captain Frazzle up 10 positions as well. A lot of big gainers. Super Skills are trying to unlap himself. It's going to be a long race for him now, unfortunately. If I was him, I'd try to take them. Just to try and unlap myself. I'll risk a penalty. Obviously the top three don't have to do it, but they could put off the track a tiny bit and let Super Skills through. Which is not going to happen, so Super Skills are going to be stuck in this race. A safety car in this lap. Unfortunate for Super Skills, but here we go. Elmo is going to lead the way after retaking that P1 back off Gregor. Rampant. Has he still got... Yeah, he's got wing damage as well, so he's got to be careful. I think he does. As Super Skills lets his teammate through. And that has cost Outlaw big time there actually. As the top three pull away from the rest of the field. And there's a collision in the background. Captain Frazzle and Outlaw by the looks of things. Side by side action there. Brandon trying to get past Mercedes Scuderia. IRS LB40. Oh, who's that? Someone missed their braking completely there. And there goes the RB of Euros around. A lot of people struggling. Fifth and sixth now for IRS LB44 Nick. Kaki with a 3 second, Rampant with a 3 second. This is a track that is very hard on track limits. There's a lot of people showing us. Nick's trying to go up the inside of his teammate into the penultimate corner. Risking it all. No papaya rules here. Oh, there's a collision between Matheus Monster and Kaki as well. As Nick's trying to go up the inside. There's Kaki up the inside of the Haas. The Red Bull driver now getting past Nick. And possibly IRS LB44 if he goes late on the brakes. Which he does. Completely misses the braking though. That allows Nick 2 positions. IRS LB44 off the track. And IRS LB44 in a collision there. I think it was possibly a bad rejoin from IRS LB44 maybe into the oncoming cars. Brandon's back up to 8th position. But people need to chill here. It's only lap 9. They're racing like it's the last lap. Just relax. Outlaw's caught back up with the top 4 now. Fair play to him. But Kaki is looking very aggressive on this restart here. Trying to get himself back up the field. Brannan saves himself from that curve on the penultimate corner. Taking a bit too much curve with a bit too much throttle. IRS LB44 into the pits. Kaki's going for a move again. Oh, that's a bit late from Nick there. Moves over a little bit late on Kentrum. As Kentrum dives up the inside in the Ferrari. Another collision again. People are missing their braking zones completely here as Kentrum was trying to defend from Nick. He's going to pull up to the inside. Locks the tyres up. Outlaw's getting past Rampant. No, he's not. Rampant around the outside with that broken wing. Gets another 3-second time penalty. Elmo not too far behind, having a look as well. There's action all over the place here from these tier 2 drivers. Oh, Nick sliding around the penultimate corner, drifting almost. And Mercedes Scuderia, I think, has just absolutely binned it into the last quarter there. I'm not sure what happened there, but it looked like he turned in too early. Maybe there was an incident with Captain Frazzle, I'm not sure, but virtual safety car is out. Hopefully it stays out long enough for Super Skills so the car's ahead of him in the box. And he can try to stay out, but I'm not sure it will. It'll probably come in just as he's about to get to the last corner maybe. Nick Broom, 10 seconds for exceeding track limits. How's he done that? Does any of the top 4 box? We're about to find out. Grego stays out. Try a free penalty for the Red Bull, RB, sorry. Here comes Rampant on the Grego, trying to have a look. Outlaw really close as well, but I think Rampant's trying to get past Grego here with the ease of DRS and ERS into P1. Let's not forget he has a broken wing as well, so Rampant is absolutely flying at the moment. Captain probably getting past 2 cars there, Kaki and Matteo. Oh, Kaki's completely missed his braking. But nearly got the job done. Kaki's looking really aggressive here. Let's go back to the top 3. Please tell me you got my accident on stream. Yeah, I did. I was on board with it. I was on board with you, I think. Super Skills has retired in the pits due to being a lap down. I don't blame you. It's going to be pretty hard to get back into it when you're a lap down. And the guys ahead on the boxing. Here comes Grego and Outlaw trying to make a move on Rampant. Rampant brakes later though. Up the inside, tries to maintain his position. Outlaw gets the better exit. Pops up into P2. Now chases after Grego. Brandon's back up to P6 already. Yeah, it looked like Outlaw moved over in the braking zone and caused a collision. Yellow flag, that's just Super Skills car coming back out of the pits. Captain Frazzle and Kaki 9th and 10th. Close for comfort. Gregor is still defending from Outlaw. He's going to have a nice long run at him down this big straight with the DRS. Here he comes in the slipstream with the DRS. Will he be close enough for a move? Not quite. There's a few overtakes going on here. And that is Remy having a move on Brannan. Nick's also having a look as well on the Aston Martin. So many overtakes happening right now. Outlaw was nearly past Grego there. Has to concede back into P2. As Grego's into the pits. Really early. Outlaw as well. I would have thought till lap 16, 17, maybe. Trying to undercut each other. What tyres did they go onto? Should be hards. Surely it's hards. Yep, both drive onto a brand new set of hards. Captain Frazzle as well. Where's Elmo in all of this? Elmo has jumped at both of them. There's Grego, and Elmo has jumped. Grego and Outlaw. 3-second time penalty for Remy. He's got Brannan right behind him. Standard defo dropped this race. I think there's a few new drivers as well that I don't know what's going on, that maybe just trying to send it, or I'm not sure, but there's a lot of action happening, a lot of incidents happening. As Kentram and RC side by side there. Kentram not giving it up, sticking up the inside. That's going to be a collision. Can see that all day long. Kaki with a 3 second. I think Kentram took too much curb there. Just understeered into RC, who's now in the lead of this race. Right behind him is Brannan, who did get past Remy. Kaki getting past Nick. He moves over very aggressively. He's being so aggressive today, Kaki, compared to what he was last week. Brannan with a bit of a mistake there. That's going to allow Remy a possible move. There's a yellow flag, and that is Kentram around. I've still got 20 laps to go, and I've not stopped speaking because there's been so many incidents. Outlaw in a Ferrari sandwich. As Remy runs wide, he's going to be losing the position to Nick by the looks of it. People need to chill. Remy has a bit of a moment on the curb. Just jump back to Outlaw. It looks like he's going to try and make a move on Grego here. Still couldn't tell you who's going to win this race. Outlaw back in the slipstream. No IRS being used this time. It's a lot closer to Grego. Pulls to the outside. Tries the undercut. Bit of contact again. Why is there so much contact today? Brannan losing the position to Kaki. Two Red Bulls now, 1 and 2. Both with time penalties though. Let's have a look. 9 seconds for Kaki. Shocking. A bit like me in Hungary, absolute shocking. Outlaw all over the back of Matteo now. It looks like he's going to dive into the pit lane, which he does. Grego coming straight back at Outlaw. Nick making a move on Remy. Has a bit of a moment. Locking up the rear tyres. Gets the job done though. Nah, it's chilled out a little bit now. It's not as chaotic as the first 15 laps. I think people are starting to realise this is a long race, not a 1 lap race or a 5 lapper. A lot of 3 seconds happening now. Track limits, a big thing on this track. Not for Brannan, Outlaw, Kentrum or Mathieu though, who are the only drivers with no penalties as of yet. Wish they knew that in lap 1. Honestly, it's like lap 1 every race. Literally like, what's going on? There's collisions everywhere. Collision there with Remy and Nick. Let me get out of the race directory. Let's see how many collisions there have been as Outlaw's gone to the outside. Oh my god. Collision, 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 severe collision, severe collision. That's just lap 1. That whole screen is just lap 1 enough with collisions. Track limits, collision, terminal damage, severe collision. Nah, come on, surely there's more collisions than that. Nick Broom, IRS LB 44, RC, collision, collision. Oh, allow it. Stewards are going to be absolutely crazy tonight. Collision with Kentrum, collision with Kentrum. That's absolutely crazy. Austria is normally a fun race if there's decent drivers that want to race side by side cleanly. As Gregor is getting back past Outlaw, but today I don't know what's going wrong. Because Tier 1 Austria was a pretty fun race. Outlaw and Gregor still going at it. Outlaw with a little switchback. Doesn't quite work out for him. Elmo's back up to P5 now. Already stopped as well. So Elmo looking strong. Possibly for a race win here. He's gapped Gregor and Outlaw. Now he's got a penalty, but the 3 drivers ahead of him have got a box. Well, actually, Brannan doesn't have to, but will he get them mediums to the end? That'll be a bit of an ask. Compared to Elmo behind him on the 9 lap old hards. Lap 21. RC Kaki will be in soon, I think. Nick Broom and Remy should be in very soon as well. So we might get an idea of who's battling for the race win once that happens. I mean, technically, yeah, he's got to move out of the way if he's ahead, but right now he's behind. Was he with them a minute ago? I didn't see, I wasn't taking notice of him. I was rather looking at the battle. He's back. Oh, he's out the race. No, he's not. He's managed to save it. Yeah, but they should be moving out the way, definitely, yeah. As Brannan's going for a double move, and that's out. Whoa, where's he gone? Where's the Red Bull gone? I swear he just darted off to the left. There was a bit of contact between Brannan and Kaki there. Looked like he got sent into the wall. Oh, there's contact again. The amount of contact today is crazy. Honestly, there's going to be over 10 reports. I'm telling you, over 10 reports. As Elmo's just hanging back from this battle. Don't think he wants to get involved. Oh, nearly runs into the back of Brannan, who does dive into the pits. He's not down to the end on them mediums. Here comes Elmo. Kaki with broken front wing, explaining why he's missing his braking points. Like that. If I was Elmo, I'd just let it go, because Kaki's being so aggressive today. Up the inside he goes. Can he keep it clean this time? Yes, he can. That's allowed Grego and Outlaw back into the fight with Elmo. Where does Brannan rejoin? P10. On a brand new set of mediums. He'll see himself into the top 5 again, I think. At the end of this race. Outlaw up the inside with better grip. More aero in the front wing. Kaki surely got his box. He's losing so much time. He's going to have to box anyway. As he's trying to push Grego into the wall. Moving over very late there. Draining his battery again with the DRS. Trying to get up the inside of Grego. Misses his braking completely. And he's having an absolute shocker. Is Kaki compared to Spain. Nick and IRS LB44, 12th and 13th after having such a great start to this race. Unfortunate for them. A long way off the front pack now. I'm not sure why Kaki's not boxing. He's got to get that front wing changed, get on a brand new set of tyres and just try and make the most of it. As Rampant goes around the outside, Kaki finally dives into the pits. Possibly onto a new set of softs. Only 11 laps. Softs will probably be the best choice, but he goes for the mediums instead. As here comes Captain Frazzle on Remy. Light up the rear tyres as Remy gets a 3-second time penalty again. Should be an easy move now with the DRS. Up the hill. I think Ken for him as well. Oh, he's behind the back marker. He's not getting out of the way. Like Parsival said. Should be jumping out of the way. Because giving dirty area instead. Outlaw is looking good for this race win now. Just has to close up to RC. Who needs to box anyway, but Elmo lighting up the rear tyres into the final corner there. Ken through him with a 3-second. Remy's into the pits. Change the tyres for him. Onto a set of mediums for Remy. Brannan moves up into P8 now. He's got a big tyre advantage as well as the guys ahead of him. Yellow flag. That's Kaki out the race. In the pits. So no safety car for that one. That is now 5 drivers out of this race. Yeah. That's true. On track, he's Outlaw looks like he's going to win it, but that's true as inquiry will definitely be happening. We'll probably. Possible, have you already sent it in? No, you haven't. Just check. Or do you need to stream? Did you not record? Comes Outlaw again on Grego. I don't know what if RC will be able to keep this going. I did so many laps on the hard tyres, so he might be able to, but I think Gregor will be able to catch up with him along with Elmo. Yeah, that's fair enough, fair enough. 2 Mercedes are now 5th and 6th. Not bad from them. Up 2 and 9 positions. I couldn't tell you who to give driver of the day to at the moment as well. I know we've still got 8 laps to go, but I really couldn't tell you who's driver of the day. There's so many incidents with everyone near enough. As Gregor gets past Outlaw once more. Elmo hanging back. If I was Elmo, I'd absolutely send it and just try to get past Gregor and Outlaw, catch up to RC. Obviously he doesn't know about the incident with Outlaw, so he's possibly just hanging back. As this is the only battle we have on track now. Just keeping an eye on Brannon's time as well for the rest of the field. See how much he's catching up to Kentrum. That was 5 tenths in 1 quarter there. Pushed it along nicely, trying to get himself back into the top 5. Yeah, he's flying along nicely. Into the pits. Goes rampant. Finally changes them tyres. And that front wing. No, he doesn't. Did he change that front wing? I think he's got it set to yes and not to auto, not yes. I didn't see a wing change there. There comes Brannon. Can he get past? Let me see the front wing. No, he didn't change it. He's got it set to auto and not yes. And he's going to lose the position here with the DRS. Just going to hold him up. Was catching up with Kentrum pretty well though, as RC's into the pits now. Will he rejoin? Possibly in the middle of Kentrum and Rampart. Maybe not actually. Yeah, he will, sorry. I was looking at the wrong people. Should come out probably about 3 or 4 seconds behind Kentrum. 3 or 4 seconds ahead of Rampant and Brannon. Soft tyres for RC as well. 6 laps to go. He's got an absolute sender. Who's got the fastest lap actually? Let's have a look. Rampant Gamer 106.7. RC might be able to make that off him now. Brannon's got back past him. Purple sector for RC there. Back to the front trio. Grego again. Getting back past Outlaw. Ooh, Elmo really running into the back of Outlaw there. Switch back for Outlaw. Makes it work. Good move. Rampant back past Brannan again. Costing Brannan some time now, but what can you do? Right, Elmo's lost the race win. 6 seconds now. It's going to be Grego. All Grego's got to do is just stay within the white lines and not make any mistakes. Sorry about that. Austria gets past Kentrum. Too little too late for him to win this one. Could see himself on the podium. Nah, I don't know. Bit too much of an arse. 10 seconds in 4.5 laps. As Rampant sets the new fastest lap. To be fair, Captain Frazzle, I haven't seen him involved in too many incidents today. And he's up 11 positions, so he could be a shout for a driver of the day. Getting past, who's that? No, it's Nick. No, it's IRS LB44. Ooh, bit of a lag there for IRS LB44. Where's the tyres gone? He's actually helping Captain Frazzle there with DRS. I know he's not getting out of the way, but Captain Frazzle's gonna maybe. Oh, we got a. What's that in the pits? Rampant not sticking around for the rest of the race inside the points. Brannan up to P7 now. Kentrum on 27 lap old hards, doing well. Up 5 positions as well. Elmo finally making a move on Grego. Doesn't work though. To the inside into turn 1. Tries going late on the brakes. Oh, that was close. That was a risky move from Elmo there. And all the while, Captain Frazzle is catching up. Grego with another 6 seconds. So Elmo could be up for the race win here. We say this, Outlaw will be winning the race on track. But the incident report will be coming his way. So things could change. Captain Frazzle 2.5 behind Grego and Elmo. He used to absolutely send it in these last 2 laps. Don't think it's going to be enough though. Needs an incident between Elmo and Grego really. Brannan 3.8 behind Kentrum now. Couldn't see himself back up into the top 6. Outlaw starting to put away as well. Broke the DRS from Elmo. It's too late for Outlaw as well. He needs a massive gap if he wanted to win this race. And still get a penalty from the stewards. It's not going to quite work out for him. .9 a gap now from Captain Frazzle to Grego. Onto the last lap we go. going to be a controversial win for Outlaw. Could be Elmo's first win in the IRS. He's gapping Gregor. Could be Captain Frazzle. Oh, there's an incident. Oh, there's Elmo late on the brakes into the back of Outlaw, which has made Captain Frazzle catch up. Brannan not going to close up to Kentrum. .36 laps done, but we can't tell who's going to be the winner. On track is going to be Outlaw. In the steward's room, he might see himself out of the top 3. Into the final corner we come for the last time. Outlaw will win the race on track. In P1 he goes from Elmo and Gregor. This could all change after the race. Once we see what happens in the steward's room. Captain Frazzle P4. RC's going to come home in P5. Kentrum P6. Brannan didn't quite close up to the back of him to try to get into that top 6. Will come home in P7 after a recovery drive from him. Remy is going to come home in P8 for his first points of the season, I believe. Matthew Monster in P9. No, he doesn't. Jumps up to P8 ahead of Remy. Nick will come home in points for P10 in the McLaren, followed by IRS LB44, and I didn't see who that was. But yeah, not the best races of Tier 2 there. Not the cleanest races at all. Captain Frazzle gets driver of the day. And to be honest, even though he had 9 seconds, I think I will give him driver of the day just ahead of Brannan. So I need to have a look here at the final classification. There's your confirmation of the top 3 as of right now. It could all change. If it doesn't, congratulations to Outlaw. If it does, unfortunate for him, it will be a win for Elmo. But we'll have to wait and see what happens. What a race. Crazy from Remy. Finally into the points for him. There's your DNFs. Super Skills. Rampant, Kaki, Mercedes, Scuderia, Sargent, Parseva. Rampant as well with the fastest lap. With a 106.0. Unfortunately not going to take a point for it because he doesn't finish the race. Let me just scroll through this to see the absolute madness. Might not have enough time here. Yeah, I'm not going to have enough time just to scroll through it slowly. I'll have to go a bit quicker. Come on, come on. Just about. Damn. Took the fastest lap of me and retired, but okay. Yeah, that's a bit annoying, to be fair. I thought he was going to get it on the soft tyres. That Red Bull messed up my whole race. Is that Kaki, I believe? He was so aggressive today. He was so clean in the last race as well, him and RC. But then today, Kaki was a bit all over the place. It's my worst track from Remy, and he's in the points. Fair play to him. But Tier 2 round 4 is over. That was Austria. The worst race in terms of incidents and track limits that we've had so far for Tier 2. The first 3 races have been a lot cleaner than that, so let's hope that next week at Great Britain it'll be a lot cleaner. I'm sure it was an entertaining watch for people viewing, but yeah, we're gonna have to see what happens in the stewards room about Outlaw and Parsifal to see who will win this race. We'll give an update next week at Great Britain on who wins it, because obviously I won't be sticking around to give a decision right now along with the stewards. So I hope you've enjoyed watching. I hope the viewers have enjoyed it. and we'll see you next week for round 5 at the home Grand Prix of IRS. Until then, peace out.